Hey everybody, happy May Day. I'm going to put this video out on May 1st so you can make some May baskets if you want to. So we're going to talk about some May flowers here and do a little origami. So some of you may be in the habit of making May baskets and doing the little rolled up paper kind of basket and hanging that on the doorknobs, but I thought we might level this up a little bit and try doing something a little more interesting with origami. It's a little bit of a challenge, but I'm going to try and show you some pretty cool stuff. So this is my little origami basket, okay, that has a big lily and then a little sanbo, which is a Japanese offering box that has these little wings on it that makes it look like leaves if you do it in green, and then a masu box as the base, which is like the little flower pot. So I'm going to probably put this into a few parts so you can do the different parts separately, and then put everything together to make the final artwork. So this first part is going to be lily, and this is going to be called easy mode. Okay, so this is going to be the simplest lily that we can fold. And what I've done before, okay, what we're going to try is making a bigger lily and then putting some string on it, and then we can go ahead and hang this on the doorknobs as our little May basket, okay, and that's easy mode. But we might make some of the other ones to do as a basket you can just sit on the porch too. So let's do easy mode, okay? When you do this mode, if you have paper that has two different colors, like scrapbook paper that has color on one side but white on the other, depending on how you start, you're either going to get color petals and a white outside, or you're going to get a color outside and white petals. So if you want everything to be the same color, then you need to use a piece of paper that is all the same, okay? So construction paper works okay, although sometimes construction paper doesn't hold as sharp of a crease as a thinner paper does. So you'll just have to try it out. All origami starts traditionally from a square piece of paper. So this is a 12-inch by 12-inch piece of paper. So it's pretty large, but you can shrink it down to any other square size and make them larger. These smaller ones were made from 6-inch by 6-inch papers. And so let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how we're going to fold this, okay? So for the easy mode lily, what you're going to do is you're going to start with a cross, okay? So fold this in half, make a good crease here, and then open it up, turn it, and then we'll call this the cross, okay? So we've done two lines, vertical and horizontal, and then I'm going to flip the paper over, and then I'm going to do the X. So cross and X. And you'll notice in these projects that we're doing, and a lot of origami projects, will start with this basic fold, the cross and flip and the X, okay? So we've got that there, okay? And then what I like to do with this is push down and pop it up, okay? And then I'm gonna fold that over, okay? So if you push down in the middle, it'll kind of pop so that you can fold it, okay? And then squeeze it together, and you're gonna make this diamond shape, okay? So one more time, just so you get the idea of what I did there. I folded it up, I squeezed it together, okay? And then I flatten it out to this diamond shape, okay? And then this is like a fin. Think of it like a shark fin. So I'm going to put this shark fin up, and then I'm going to squash fold. So I want to squash this down, and you'll see that there's a crease right here. It's pretty hard to see on the camera, but it's that crease right there. I want that to end up in the center, and I'm going to squash fold this down into a triangle, okay? So that works okay. And then I'm going to flip this over and turn the page, okay, to get the next one. And I'm going to squash fold all four sides so I can turn the page, okay? I might have to flip the other ones underneath, okay? And I'm going to squash fold again. So sometimes this gets a little tricky, okay? So if it does, push your finger down into that fold a little bit and then see if you can get that to open up, okay? With construction paper, sometimes the paper fights you a little bit, okay? And that's okay, okay? They don't have to be perfect, okay? But we'll get that there, and then we're gonna open this up one more time and squash fold, okay? And it should have the shape almost of like a kite right now, okay? That's what we're kind of going for with this, okay? And so then the next part for this easy mode one is you'll have a flap here, a straight line. You don't want that, okay? You can sort of see through everything. You want to open it, okay, so that you have just a solid kite, okay, looking shape. And then this is going to be the bottom of the flower. So if you look at this one, this is the bottom of the flower and these are the petals here. So we're going to narrow this by folding this in to line up with the center line, okay? So we're going to fold that up and we're going to line up with the center line. And you can see that if I lift that up, that's going to fold the petal. I don't really want to do that yet. I want to find these other flat places. So I've got this tab here. I need to open this up and fold this one and then turn it. There I've got another flat piece, okay? So I'm going to fold. The piece of construction paper, it's actually fairly thick paper, so you have to use a little muscle to do this. Origami paper is usually much thinner, but it's usually two colored on two sides, which is kind of cool. A lot of times I'll use scrapbook paper, which I'll show you in a moment, okay? So after you get all those folded up, you should have something kind of narrowed like this, okay? And then we're gonna fold this down to make the petals, okay? So I'll find these petals and I'll fold them down, and then I'm gonna open everything up a little bit, and then I'm gonna find that and fold that down and find that part and fold that down, okay? So that's the simplest version of this little lily, okay? You can take a pencil and try to curl these, but for the most part, this looks okay, just like this. And then if you want to turn it into a basket, okay, then I just grab a hole punch and hole punch a couple of holes in these little parts that are going inside of there, and then tie a string on it. So on this example, you can see where I hole punched that, and then I tied the string on there so that it can hang, okay? So you can fill it with candy or treats or flowers or whatever you want and hang it on the door, okay? So that's easy mode there. Now, when we're talking about which side is color and white, if you have scrapbook paper like this, which has color on one side and white on the other, it depends on which side that you start with, okay? So if you want color petals, okay, instead of white petals, start with the color up, okay, and do the cross. So start with color up, then flip and do the X and the X, okay, and then open that up, press it to pop it, okay, and then fold it up into your square, and then do your shark fin folding again, okay, for all of those, okay. So after you practice this a few times, don't be afraid. If you mess it up the first couple times and it looks bad, that's all right. That's pretty normal. But maybe after you do it 2 times or 3 times, you'll have the pattern down and you'll be able to fold them fairly quickly, okay? Some of you might need a little help, but that's cool, okay? So now I have the white here, so I'm gonna fold that kite edge in, and when I fold this out, you're gonna see that the outside of the flower is white and the petals are color, okay? If we want the petals to be white on the outside, then start with the color down and start with the cross and the cross, and then flip it and do the X and the X, and then pop it, fold it to the base, take that little shark fin type shape there and fold that, shark fin, and fold that, shark fin, and fold that, shark fin, and fold that. Okay, now remember, this one is a little easier to tell. You want to find the side that's all color, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and fold those in and narrow them up, okay? And then this petal will be white while the outside is there. So let me finish folding those two up and I'll show you what we end up with at the end. Okay, so I've got these finished up, and so this one has the color on the outside with the white petals. This one has the color on the petals with the white outside. So that's two ways to do that easy mode flower. So, alright, so give that a try. On the next part, we're going to do the green paper so that we can make this little box that makes it look like it has some leaves, and then we can add the flowers into there. That's called a sunbow. So we're going to try that out. Alright, so work on your easy mode lilies, and then we'll work on the sunbow in the next part of the video. Alright, we'll see you guys later. Bye.